All right, everybody. We are ready for topic 1 DQ2. You guys by now have knocked out topic 1 DQ1. We did great with that one. We're now ready for topic 2 DQ2. All right, let's jump in here and have some fun. Let's go back to the instructions again. Remember down at the bottom, goals and instructions. So it says we should be able to have an understanding of several ways to fill out series of numbers, use absolute references and autofill, use Excel's new dynamic arrays to work on, save, and avoid errors, inserting and decorating charts or plots. We want to learn how to graph a line. We want to learn how to visualize when parameters change, when slope and intercept change. All right, so that's where we're headed. Let's go ahead and click on the linear tab. And the first instruction says, enter your name. All right, so let's go up and enter our name. All right. All right, so I've entered my name and I'm ready to go. Step 2 says, enter the slope and intercept for the line indicated in your problem. Fill in the X values from -5 to 5, fill out the forms. All right, now before I do all that, everybody, I need to take care of some work over here, right? Let's take a look. It says right here, I'm supposed to enter some points in here. It says plot the graph of the line passing through the point -4, -10, and -3, 9 from x equals -5 to x equals 5 using the slope, the step of size 0.5. All right, so first things first, I'm going to put a couple of points in here, okay? So I'm going to put in the point -1 for x and +1 for y. 1 for x and 5 for y. I'm looking at 2 points, right, everybody? Looking at 2 points. What I'm doing here is taking a look at this, okay? I have 2 points. 1 point is the point x naught, y naught, and 1 point is the point x1, y1. Whoops, y1. All right, those are my 2 points I'm looking at. And the first point I have put in here is the point -1, 1. The second point I have put in is the point 1, 5. We'll change that a little bit later, but for right now, that's all we need to do, okay? Good. So next up, it says write the slope, the formula for slope. Okay, so the formula for slope is, let's write it down for ourselves. The formula for slope is m equals y1 minus y sub 0 divided by x2 minus x1 minus x sub 0. Okay, that's the formula. Let's go ahead and type this in. Let's go right here. All right, remember we start with the equal sign. And then we're going to open a parentheses. And then we're going to click on the cell where y1 is. That's right here, y1. All right, minus the cell where y sub 0 is. That's right here. That's C17. And close my parentheses. All right, once I've done that, do my / for division. And now I'm going to open my parentheses. And I'm going to type in x1, but I'm not going to type it. I'm going to click on it, right? That's cell B20 minus, where is the next cell? It is x sub 0. That's right here. That is B17, and close my parentheses, and I am done. All right, hit enter, and I have the answer 2. All right, so everything's good so far. All right, I have found the slope. Remember, the slope is the rate of change. So this says as x increases by 1, y increases by 2. That's what this is saying. All right, next I need to use the formula for y-intercept. And we can use this formula right here. All right, so let's clear all this out. Let's go down here. We're going to use this formula right there. It says y naught minus m times x naught. All right. So I start with my equal sign, and I want y sub 0. That's right here. Y sub 0 minus m. What cell is m in? I just did it, right? Click on it. It is C23 times, that's my asterisk, times x sub 0, which is B17. All right, I am all done now. Hit enter, and I'm good to go, and I get 3. Okay, so now my slope is 3. I'm sorry, my slope is 2. My y-intercept is 3. All right, I have completed the next step. The next one says, step 2 rather. The next one says fill in the x values from -5 to 5 by a step of 0.5. All right, so right here in cell, what cell is that? E15. I'm going to enter -5. All right, it's said to begin with -5. So I have done so. Now, just like we did before, I want to write myself a formula that allows me to fill this in. So I'm going to type in equals. Click on my cell, E15, and say plus 0.5. All right. So everybody go up here and check out my formula right there, right? E15 plus 0.5. All right. Now just hit enter. And I should have -4.5, right? So I have -5 plus 1/2 is -4.5. Now just drag this and all the way down, lower right-hand corner. Remember, drag it all the way down. And I'm done. Okay. We have completely succeeded in completing that column, and we're done. All right, next it says fill out the formula for the y values. It would be good to try the various ways. I'm going to show you a couple of things here, guys. All right, so first of all, what am I wanting to do? I'm wanting to write the formula y equals mx plus b right here. Y equals mx plus b. All right, let's make this just a little larger for us. All right. All right, so I need to look for the cell, start with equals. Look for the cell where M is, it's right here. That is C23, right? Times, that's my asterisk, times the cell where X is, right? Where is X? I can use whichever one of those values I want to. I'll use X naught, Y. No, I'm going to use the value right next to it, okay? Right here, I'm sorry, right here, right there. Just click on it. E15. All right, plus, where is B? It's right down here. It's the y-intercept. I just found it. All right, so you can see my formula equals C23 times E15 plus C24. Hit enter. All right, and I have a formula. Let's take a look now at the formatting, what my cell says. It says, format all of your y values to have 2 decimal places. We do. Format all the x values to have 1 decimal place. We don't. All right, so in order to do that, let's just go right up here and let's format this. Remember, I'm going to go up here and add decimal places right up here in my toolbar in Excel. All right, I'm going to add a decimal place. Actually, let's just do it all at once, shall we? Let's do it. Highlight. Left click your mouse, drag all the way down, and now it's highlighted. All right, now go up here, right click. You took away all your decimal places. Left arrow, add 1 decimal place, and we are good to go. Okay, so everything is formatted correctly, everybody. Now we just need to complete our formula. So watch this, all right? If I go up here, lower right-hand corner, if I double click with my mouse, double click that lower right-hand corner, it's going to fill it in all the way down, but there's going to be a problem. Okay. So let's try it. Oh, look at this, guys. All zeros. That's not correct. What happened? Why is there such a big mistake? Go back up here and click on your cell where we typed in this gray and this green telling us it's correct. Right? Look at the formula right there. We have C23, which is our slope, right here, right? Our slope. We have C24, which is our y-intercept, which is what we wanted. But now what happens? Look down below. Look what happened. Negative 13. Look, it's C24 and C25. It's shifting down. Okay. That is an error that I made because I didn't lock the cells in place. In other words, I didn't use the absolute value of them. So I need to come back up to my formula, click right in here, and it's not a big deal, everybody. Just use your arrows over and just type in C $sign 23, and that will lock it vertically. And C24, lock it vertically. All right. And now you can see it's highlighted those cells and it will lock them in place and it will not allow it to move as I go down, but it will allow the value in column E, that is E15, will shift down like I want it to, but the other two won't. Okay, so hit enter and let's try it. Try again, just right click, sorry, left click on the lower right hand corner and it filled in. And look at that, guys. It's beautiful. Okay, exactly as we wanted. We are in fantastic shape. All right. Now, next step. It says we need to put in a graph. All right. We need to make a plot. How are we going to make a graph? Okay, we want our graph to go right here. The very first thing we want to do, everybody, is just simply to highlight the data. So left click where the X is, left click your mouse where the value of X is, right here. All right, left click, drag over and down. And I have highlighted all the data in columns E and F that we just created via our formulas. Now select Insert, select a chart that is a scatter chart or scatter plot, and click the one with just the dots on it. Okay, just the dots. Let's drag this down here. And now let's have some fun. You guys ready? Let's have a little bit of fun. All right, we have our graph and everything looks good, but we only have points. We just have the points. We don't have a line drawn through them. Okay, so select the plus right here. Select the plus and it says, do you want a trend line? Yes, we do. We want a trend line. So include a trend line. And we want to extend the trend line. So I'm going to click the right arrow and it's going to say linear forecast. Okay. And that's good. All right. Fantastic. Also, I want to, let's just take a look what we have now. We now have a graph. We have a trend line that's moved through here. We can adjust that if we want to a little bit by just clicking right on it. And you can see it's got the points on the end. So it's showing the graph going through our points, which is what we want. Now let's click our plus sign again. And let's go ahead and let's do an axis title. I want to do an axis title. So click my plus. All right. And right here on the vertical axis, I want to label that the y-axis. Okay, so let's just label that y-axis. All right. On the horizontal axis, I want to label that the x-axis. All right, and I am done. I have labeled the vertical axis the y-axis. I have labeled the horizontal axis the x-axis, and I'm done there. Let's have a little bit more fun. Click on the scatter plot again. All right, let's go up here and format our trend line just for fun. I want it to also go back. All right, I want to go forward and backward, 2 places. Okay, just for fun. All right, and let's close out of this. And now we have it extended forward and backward 2 places. All right, it's looking good. All right, let's have some more fun. We want to make this a little bit prettier, shall we? So click on the plus sign again. And let's see if we can do something different here, right? We have our grid lines, we have our axis labels, we have everything. Let's see if we can make it a little bit different color, okay? Let's see if we can make it a little bit different color. Let's have some fun. All right, click on this, see if we can make some different colors. All right, we changed it up a little bit, not a whole lot, not very noticeable. We can also change the style a little bit, right? You could change the style. You can make it look different, right? There are lots of options here. You guys see all these different things happening here, just choosing different styles. My labels are staying the same, right? Everything's staying the same. I can make it dark, all kinds of stuff. Click on the color. You can see my graph changing. I could change it to more of a gradient color. There you go. Change it again. All right, all kinds of good stuff. Fun stuff you can have with your graph, making it different colors. You can choose what you want. Okay. And I can even do some more if I just left click on my graph, right click, and I can say format my plot area, and I can have a little bit more. I could say a gradient fill. Watch this. See that, guys? Check that out. All right. Fun, fun. I can make it a gradient fill. Now I have areas and it's really looking good, right? A lot of fun. I can scoot this across, right? Move this back a little bit. You can see it change even more. All right, just having fun. Let's change the color if we want to, right? And there you go. I have a little bit more fun. All right, just have some fun with it, guys. You can make your graph whatever you want. We now have our labels, we have our chart title, we have our graph, we have completed all the task. All right, now let's have a little bit of fun. Come back over here with me. And I'm going to see what happens if I make the slope negative by choosing some different points. All right, I'm going to leave x was x naught, x sub 0, and x sub 1 the same, and I'm going to change my values of y. All right, so I'm going to go negative 1, negative 1, 1 is in the third quadrant, right, where x is negative and y is positive. I'm going to make y1 in the fourth quadrant. Watch what happens here. All right, so I'm going to enter negative 4. All right, watch. My graph changed directions. All right, it changed directions. It went because my slope is now negative. Look here, my slope is now negative. My graph changed directions, and we're just having fun. Okay, you also notice all my points changed in here as well because the formulas were directly related to the cells back here. Everybody, that is the power of using cell references for my formulas. Every single formula, my slope, my intercept, my values for X, my values for Y. Every one of them has cell references. Therefore, I'm able to come back, play with these formulas, and have as much fun as I want to, and easily see everything change. All right, everybody, we have totally had fun. We've completed this assignment. Thank you guys. Take care. I will see you in the forums. Bye.